Hello, welcome to day 1, no, 2, no, 3, 4, no, 5, 12. It's finally day 12. I made it, y'all. Look at me. My beard has turned white. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about the Rugrats, the Santa experiment. So we kick off the episode. We're inside of a mall, and all the kids are lined up to see Santa Claus. Angelica's up. She sits on Santa's lap and gives him a whole list of crap. And he's like, "Oh, that's an awful lot of..." And she's like, "I'm not finished." And then she's like, listing like 20 more things. And he's like, "Well, if you're a good girl." And then Angelica's like, "Wait, if you're a Santa, shouldn't you know this?" Rips off his beard. And she runs out and she's like, "Santa Claus is an imposter. Run for your life." Okay, I didn't know they had Among Us back in the 90s. Santa Claus is the imposter. Throw him off the plane. Mall manager or whatever gives Angelica a whole bunch of toys that she says is junk. And instead of just being like, "This is stupid, blah, 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 I'm gonna throw all this away because, I'm a spoiled little rich kid," she decides to be mean. Angelica being mean? Nah. So she finds out what Phil and Lil's favorite toys are, and she separately makes trades with them. Okay, so she trades crowns for Phil's Reptar doll, because Lil's favorite toy is a coloring book. That's not a toy. She trades Lil a Reptar space helmet for her coloring book, because Phil's favorite toy is his Reptar doll. Chucky and Tommy are talking about Santa Claus, and Chucky is so like, "You can't trust this guy. He breaks into your house and he messes up the place." And finally, a cartoon that makes sense about Santa Claus. Yes, he breaks into your house. Yes, he leaves you presents, but still, he breaks into your house. I mean, if I steal your car just so I can go to the lottery headquarters, cash my multi-million-dollar lottery just so I can give you $2 million, does that make it right that I stole your car? No, it does not. So why is it right for some guy who wears red, who's chubby, has a stupid hat, breaks into your house, gives you gifts, and then he eats all your cookies and your milk, and he probably goes in the kitchen and makes a sandwich and drinks one of your sodas or whatever you drink? He's not a good person. So Drew and Chaz are like disappointed because their kids, Angelica and Chucky, are like not happy. And I mean, Angelica's gotten a little happy because she's trying to ruin Christmas for people. So, but Drew's like, "Man, Angelica's probably so scared and disappointed that Mall Santa was a fake." And Chaz is like, "Chucky's all miserable." They decide to have someone dress up like Santa, come into the house, and give the gifts to the kids. But Chaz is like, "I'll do it." And Drew was like, "No, dude, no. we are hiring a professional. And Chaz is like, but in our school play, I was the wind and the willows, or whatever. And he's like, Chaz, you were a tree. Grandpa Lou, who was the keeper of the tells, Lou tells the kids about Santa Claus. He's like, if you're good, you get presents, but if you're bad, you get a big heaping lump of cola. And that's kind of how he does it. He's like, cola. So we get some cola if we're bad? Nice. I haven't really been drinking soda. I could use a cola. Just, thank you, Santa. Santa is a Coca-Cola mascot after all. So Angelica is immediately regretting what she did. And she wants to make it right. They end up renting a cabin or cottage up in the mountains. Angelica's like really wanting to talk to Phil and Lil, but every time she gets a chance, Howard or Betty picks up the twins and takes them somewhere else. And they decide to go cut down a tree. Betty and Dee Dee do. And they're taking, Phil and Will. And Angelica wants to go so she can talk to Phil and Will. And they get there, and Angelica's telling them the story about presents. She's not getting to the point. So she's trying to make it, more complicated than it needs to be. Other than, look, I'm sorry, I know I did something bad. She's 3, I guess, so, shouldn't really expect much from her. She's trying at least, right? Anyway, Dee Dee finds a tree. Spike's there, apparently. Just, I'm Spike, the Wonder Dog. And, she's like, oh, this is the perfect tree. It's got lovely branches. And Betty's got the axe, and she's like, okay, stand back. I'm going to cut it down. And Dee Dee's like, no, you don't. Not this tree. And Betty's just looking at her like, really, bro? Really? Anyway, Angelica's saying that everyone used to give presents, even the Easter Bunny. Then Santa Claus slapped them with a lawsuit, which would be very, very hilarious to see on Judge Judy or something like that. Is like, order. Your Honor, I was given presents out way before this floppy-eared individual. And the Easter Bunny just sitting there with his carrot. Your Honor, gift giving is for everybody. And I don't know why I'm making them sound like that. I don't do good imitations, so my Bugs Bunny is not great. What's up, Doc? I don't know, maybe that sounded good. Your Honor, gift giving is for everybody. She's standing on the sleigh. She goes down the hill and whoop, run into a pile of snow, and she died. So, because she didn't make things right, she went to hell. And that's the end of that chapter. No, I'm kidding. She lives. Okay. What kind of cartoon would this be? Okay, this isn't like Family Guy or The Simpsons. This is Rugrats on Nickelodeon. They showed nudity. They showed a lot of bad stuff on Nickelodeon back in the day. Even death, but not the Rugrats. The Rugrats, wait. I think, no. Just out of curiosity, do you think I kind of look like a genie with this on? I am Boozum. Back at the cottage, Tommy and Chucky are going around and setting up Santa Claus traps. They shut the doggy door, they shut this and that and that. Then they get to the chimney, and Chucky's like, the chimney? And Tommy's like, you're right, no one in the right mind would try to go down the chimney. Apparently, Chaz and Charlotte are the only two cooking the meal, the big Christmas dinner. Howard's not there. The man who loves to cook, he didn't show up to cook. What's he doing? The twins are with Betty, so he has no excuse. And nobody is watching Tommy and Chucky set up traps for Santa, because they set them up and nobody notices. Come on, Rugrats family, Stu, Howard, Drew, Lou, get your act together and watch these kids before they do something crazy, like set up Santa Claus traps. Too late. So they have the massive dinner that only 2 people prepared, and through the whole dinner, Angelica's asking Dee Dee, so suppose someone tried to do the right thing, will Santa still punish them? And Dee Dee, being the loving, caring aunt that she is, oh, Angelica, you're such a little angel. She says, I don't know why you have so many questions about bad kids. And it's like, probably because she's a bad kid. I don't know. But 2 and 2 together. Aren't you a teacher, Dee Dee? The babies, get tired. They fall asleep. And, they put the kids to bed. And Tommy's trying to keep everyone up, but everyone falls asleep. He's like, maybe if I just rest my eyes. Okay, so while the kids are napping, the grown-ups decide this will be the perfect time to sing loudly Christmas carols. And guess who's not singing but on her phone? That's right, Betty. No, it's Charlotte. Charlotte's still, I don't care what they say, blah, 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 blah. You tell them, blah, 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 blah. Okay, she's an important CEO. I get it. You cannot get away from work that much. But come on, it's Christmas. The people you're yelling at on the phone, they don't want to talk to you. They want to be home with their families. They're probably with their families. Poor Jonathan's probably, with his family. Yes, Miss Pickles, but, poor Jonathan. I feel bad for that character. The other one not singing is Chaz. He sneaks off to dress up like Santa. Drew sneaks away to confirm his Santa experience. Hired. The Rugrats are in their crib. They hear a noise. They jump up. They come out. And it's just Stu bringing in presents and stuff. How did he go out the door when the trap was set? But then when he came back in, he got caught in the trap? I don't know how that worked. Anyway, this is when Chaz comes down the chimney. They freak out and they grab one of the sticks from the chimney and they lock it. And he's like, let me out, I can't breathe. And Stu just was over like, what the heck? And Chaz runs out. He's like, Chucky, it's me. And Chucky gives him a hug and everyone's like, oh. The real Santa knocks at the door, but Drew thinks it's someone he hired to play play Santa. So you're just letting people in. You know, you thought this was someone else. It's Christmas Eve. What if it was someone else playing Santa and they just want to rob you? He gives out the gifts to the kids, and even Angelica gets a gift. So apparently Santa was like, sometimes trying to do the right thing is just as important as being good. Anyway, all the kids get the gifts, and he's like, oh, I got another 1 billion houses to go to. Bye. And anyway, the kids are playing with the toys, and Drew and Chaz are talking. Chaz is like, you were right, it's nice to hire a professional. And Drew gets a phone call, and it's some guy in his house. He's like, yeah, Mr. Pickles, I'm calling from my car phone. I'm just calling to say that my car is broke down and I'm not going to be able to come visit y'all tonight. It's a little late notice for this, buddy. Could have gave a courtesy phone call like, 5 hours ago when you probably decided, I ain't doing this. I'm going to sit at home and make me a sandwich and watch TV. And Drew's like, what do you mean you can't make it? And he hangs up the phone. He's like, I hate Christmas. Then why are you a Santa Claus? Why would you agree to do a job if you hate your job? Well, maybe to get paid. That's a dumb question, LJ. Drew and Chad start hearing sleigh bells, and it's like, how long was Santa waiting to leave? It's like, how long has he been sitting out there? What's he doing, just crossing Phil, Lil, Tommy, Chucky, Angelica, Dee Dee, Drew, Stu? Yeah, is he just crossing everyone's name off the list? Anyway, Angelica is playing with her Malibu Cynthia beach house, and she's like, I wonder if there's a car in the garage. And in the garage, when I first saw this, it looked like an oil stain. Because most garages and driveways have that oil stain. And that's what I thought it was. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. No car, but there's an oil stain, which means there was a car, but someone took it out. That's not very nice of Santa. No, anyway, it's a lump of coal. And Dee Dee comes over. She's all smiling. Angelica, is that a lump of coal? And that's how it ends. Angelica got a lump of coal. But she also got a present, which just shows that if you're nice, you will get what you want, but you still have consequences. I hope you have enjoyed these 12 days of Christmas. And I hope you have enjoyed all my reviews. I do hope that I get better with these, and I hope I can make them shorter in the future. And if I don't make a video before then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video.